I'm with Freddie Roach.
The one where just the big ones train, right?
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, a lot of good fighters train here. Dennis Lebedev, world champion. Right now we have Machado from Puerto Rico, world champion, and getting busy.
Do you feel that foreign people is better at boxing than Americans?
There's a lot of competition, and I think the best fighters in the world might be Mexican because there's more of them. It seems like there's more fighters in Mexico, and they come across the border and they fight a lot here in America. I just had one of my German heavyweights fight last week. He did very well, and I had one of my Mexican fighters, A.B. Lopez, and he won a very good, tough fight, and he won best fight of the night.
Wow!
Best fight of the night gets an extra $500, so that's not so bad.
No, I'll take them. You also work with Julio Cesar Jr.?
Yeah, I had Chavez Jr. for a little while, and for 5 fights, and he was a very good student for 4 of them. And the last one, for some reason, he didn't show up that much. He just took it lightly, and he got beat. So I haven't seen him since, but him and his dad are both friends, yes.
And I'm a woman, so I do not understand why guys want to fight. I don't. Is it a man thing? Is it like an instinct?
Well, there was a girl fight on the show the other night.
Well, I have seen.
Pretty good. It wasn't so bad. But the thing is, it's. I think it's more of a man sport, yes. But the thing is, it's just there's a lot more technique than people understand. It's not just 2 guys going in there swinging. It's the smartest person will always win a fight, not the toughest. The smartest will always win.
I like that. And how was I remember you told me that your dad was a boxer. Is that why you got into the business, or since you were a kid, you also have this fire?
Yes, my dad had me start boxing at 6 years old, and I was 6 years old in that green shorts over there. But the thing is, being a boy in my family, you had to fight. All 5 boys fought amateur.
Oh no, that makes sense.
And three of us fought professionally. So my dad wanted us to be fighters and be like him. And he won the New England featherweight title in 1947, and I won the same title in 1979. So I did my best.
And was it very hard for your mom to see her boys being kicked?
She saw so much boxing, and she didn't like the judges so much because they made really terrible decisions. Or she became one of the best boxing judges in the world. She became a very, very highly ranked judge. Yeah.
Oh my God, I met his mom, and she was an adorable woman. And I also read that people here at the gym love her, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. My mom, she would open the gym every day, and she was here first, and she was the boss.
Wow. And do you have any tip for anybody in the audience that is interested in starting boxing? What is like the first step?
The first step is just come to the gym and work. I mean, the thing is, you have to be dedicated to what you do, and you have to work hard at it. To be successful in life, it's like anything. If you work hard enough at it, you'll achieve greatness. And I'm talking about not just sports in general, but just like kids at school and so forth. It's like 2 choices sometimes. Sports or maybe drugs or something like that. So I mean, pick the right sport, pick the right one, pick one that's going to make you successful. And one thing I'm really, really adamant about is fighters on drugs, and we don't allow that in this gym. And the thing is, you have to work hard to get to the top, and it's lonely. It's a lonely sport until you get there.
And as a trainer, when you are, on the side of the ring and you're seeing your boys fighting, what is that feeling? Are you like is like excitement, or is it nervousness, or what is it?
The thing is, for me, you have to stay calm, because once you get if you get excited, your boxer will get excited, and then he won't fight it. He won't fight it at his best. So you got to keep everything calm and so forth. And the thing is, we're very used to people swinging at us and trying to hit us and so forth. So it's not like it's a shock or anything like that. And then, like when you knock somebody out, it's, you know, sometimes you don't really want to hurt anybody. But the thing is, it does happen in boxing, and people do get knocked out. And usually they get up to fight another day. But you know, sometimes people get knocked out, and sometimes it's over. They just don't like that feeling. I remember the first time I got knocked out, I thought it was impossible. Because I've never been knocked out and down, and then finally Lenny Valdez hit me on the chin, and I didn't see it, and when my ass hit the floor, it woke me up, and I said, "How did I get here?" I had no idea. So it was a terrible feeling, but I wasn't quite as brave as I used to be from that point on in my life.
Oh, I bet.
It does change things, for sure.
Well, I have to tell you guys that Freddie, I met him because I served him at Candela, and everybody always asks him for a picture, and he's like the sweetest person ever. He always, you even like repeat the picture and do a pose. You're always like, one more, and do the fighting thing, and I'm like, oh. And we also have, remember when we have a waitress that she was a fighter?
Yes, that's true. She's still here in the gym. She won the National Golden Gloves this year.
No way!
Yeah, she's doing very, very well.
Oh my
She's doing very well.
See,
yeah.
Girls can do it.
Girls can do it. She's part of my amateur program. I have 31 amateurs that I sponsor, and they go to all the tournaments. And she and one of my boys are both national champions, and she's doing very well.
What's her name?
Michelle. And her boyfriend's a pretty good fighter also. Now she met a boy in the gym, and you
did the whole package.
You got the whole package.
So if I sign to the gym, I might finish with a boyfriend
too. I think they might get married. They come to the gym together every day, and they are a very close couple. It's nice to see.
I went upstairs when I went to pick Freddie, and there was 90% guys, maybe.
90% guys. Yeah.
And yeah, it was. I'm sure I'll find a boyfriend here.
Yes, you will, especially if you've done a nice dress, you will find a boyfriend. Yes.
Yeah, I had the bright idea to arrive with a dress, and yeah, I do feel it. I have a question from the audience. This guy asked me to ask you that if you were still fighting, which celebrity would you like to fight?
Celebrity would I like to fight? You know, my friend Mickey Rourke always talks about how he's better than me and stuff like that. So, but he's not. But Mickey might be one of them, and there's a couple guys out there that want to fight, like you know, Mark Wahlberg says he's a pretty good fighter, and the boy from Extra,
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez. Now Mario works out here almost every day. He works really hard, but he tore his Achilles and he's had a little bit of injury, so he's gonna be out for a little while. But when he gets back, I'm gonna challenge him.
Woo! We got it. My last thing, Freddie. I want you to say something in Spanish.
Sí.
Gracias.
My Spanish is terrible. I'm sorry, but the greatest fans and the greatest boxers on the West Coast are Spanish. That's why we have the Spanish flag up right there.
It. Yes. Yeah. Viva you can say Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico, because Ray Beltran is fighting for the title in his next fight, and he is from Arizona, but he is a very good Mexican fighter, and I think he'll win the world title.
Woo! Well, stay tuned. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Adios. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, find me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Adios.